Damien?
Alexa, you guys have, 368 rushing yards. How good did that feel Thursday night to be able to put up that many rushing yards?
I mean, it felt great to get Big Sean to the end zone that much times for him to get that much yards. Like, I feel like that was one of his cleanest games because I feel like everybody did a good job blocking. Like, Tugboat usually known for running through stuff, but this time he was just running through some gaps.
You look at you. You were ACC Offensive Lineman of the Week, and for the second time this year, PFF named you its left tackle for the nation. Uh, what's been key for you this year in being able to play at a higher level?
I would say like playing at the highest level is really just the little things that people really don't think about. Like the first, as an old lineman, I know it's like the first and second steps, just toning into the little stuff, remembering the little stuff every play, knowing your rules every play, and just knowing that the man in front of you can't mess with you for real.
Other questions? Andy?
I know it's a individual honor for Bayshall to get the rushing record. You can't look at that as an O-line record too.
I mean, I would say I look at it as a team record really, because it's more than just the old line blocking. You got the receivers blocking on the perimeter. Without them, it wouldn't be no way for him to run for real. It's only five of us, and there's 11 people on the field on defense. So I feel like it's a collective effort. Because you seen KD versus Miami week, he even out there blocking. Like I feel like that's just a big emphasis. Everybody doing their job.
How do you rate Kyron's blocking ability the few times that he's gone out there?
I would say he a pretty decent blocker. He's kind of a big quarterback. I feel like the defense really don't expect it when he just be coming at them.
You had a pretty big matchup last week with Ezraku going across you. How do you feel like you did in that? And how do you prepare for a guy that's a pretty fearsome pass rusher?
I would just say like just watching a lot of film on him, like knowing his best moves. Like with him, he just like to go inside a lot. So I feel like if you don't give him the inside, he has nothing else to do. I feel like it's just about knowing your opponent really before the game.
Damien?
X, how big was the open week for you to get your ankle healed up?
It was super big, really. His coach took it. We still had practice and stuff, but coach took it a little easy on practice. Some players I was on, I wouldn't even say IR, but like a little banged up. We took it a little easy last week. We got more mental reps. I feel like that helped.
It seems like I think the initial time you got hurt was when you got kicked during pregame warmups against Old Dominion. And how weird? How like was that just something like it's like man, this never happens in like these goal line drills.
Yeah, it was kind of scary for me because it was like I still till this day like we don't know who got thrown into me or nothing because it's like no cameras. But it's just like you just going out there trying to get ready for the game. You're not thinking of it much, and then when it happened, it's like wow, like this how easy it could be taken away from you.
You played the following week and even went in to get X-rays after a play and came back. Only missed one snap. Where's that mentality come from? Of hey, if I'm out there, I'm not coming out unless I can't stand.
Oh, cause I just know my brothers. We battling like O-line. I feel like with them it's just a brotherhood. Like we battle through a lot together. Like I feel like we got the hardest job. Our practices be the hardest, and it's like if I'm not out there with them, like what I'm doing, we done been through it all together.
Dave?
You told Andy you feel like the Bayshall breaking the rushing record is a team award. For you to be named ACC Player Offensive Lineman of the Week, how do you view that, and what does that mean to you?
It really don't mean much to me to be honest with you. Like I just like to win. I like to be happy with my teammates, with my brothers. We put in a lot of work in the off season, so just to see everybody get success is like, I'm happy for everybody. I ain't really think about myself like that.
What do you feel like has worked so well for you and the rest of the offensive line these last couple of weeks? You feel like you guys are kind of hitting your stride right now?
Yes, I feel like we only gonna get better, because every week I feel like we get more and more rushing yards. Like I feel like we just need to lean more and more into the basics, to the little techniques and stuff like that.
Johnny had that block on Bayshall's 83-yarder where he got to the second
Yeah.
level and just paved the way. As an offensive lineman, when you're able to clear a hole like that, how satisfying is that?
It's really satisfying. Like it really turns you up a little bit. Like you get a little psyched up, be like, yeah, like he ran behind me. Like I moved my guy out the way. Like he couldn't do nothing to interfere with that play.
it was about this time last year where you guys really hit your stride as a line and the run game kind of took off. Do you feel like that happening now? Is there something about getting a couple games into the season where
Yeah, I
things
feel like it is because like I feel like you get used to the game speed again. You know, going in the off season, it's like you playing, but you playing against people that you know. So it's like okay, you going hard, but it's not like you trying to take their heads off. Like when you get in the game, it's different. Everybody trying to go full speed. Everybody got something to prove.
I know you don't come out of the game often, but it seems like this year with Johnny, with Brody coming into the game, guys have a little bit of depth there as an option. How much does that help rather than just being like, these are the 5 guys, they have to go every single snap, every
I
game?
feel like that helps a lot because you know, as old linemen, like we normally don't sub. Like D line will get the sub. Like say we got like a 10, 11 play drive, you will see a whole new group of D line coming. It's like, dang, it's only 5 of us the whole game. But I feel like that rotation helped, you know, keep us conservative a little bit, save our stamina. So when we go back out there again, we can give it all we got.
Damian and then Brooke.
X is the 4th straight game you guys are playing a rush defense that's in the top 20 or top 30 in the nation. You guys were able to get a good bit of rushing yards the first 3 games. Is that sort of a motivation for you guys that you're going up against really stout run defenses and you have to prove you can run the ball?
Yeah, I feel like it is because it's like every week they always tell us like it's always this defense got good run D, but it's like we always go out there and put up 100 plus, 200 plus rushing yards. So I take it as a challenge every week. I know the O-line take it as a challenge every week. Like we just got to prove the world wrong. Like I don't care what the stats say, we're gonna have to show you.
Andy asked about hitting your stride, and you feel like with the 5 that you have, Bob played a lot last year. Getting him in there with that type of experience, how much has that helped in terms of having guys in there that have been through the wars and you've lined up next to them?
I feel like personally it helps me a lot because you know O-line is a lot of communicating. Like when the D-line shift, you know the IDs change, who we blocking change, and I feel like having veterans like they're not scared to talk to you. But I feel like the younger guys, they'll get in, they too worried about messing up. Like they can't just sit there and talk to you. They in their head. But when you got veterans, people who done been in the field, they ready. Like y'all just gotta talk it out and then y'all go do it.
Back in the room, Brooke.
Coach Price said that having tight ends blocking, wide receivers blocking down the way has helped bolster that offensive line. What have you seen from those guys on the edge, making sure that the run game stays open?
I seen I feel like they really taking pride in it now this year. I feel like last year, you know, they were just blocking to get it done, but now it's like, yeah, I'm trying to be an old lineman on this play. I'm trying to put somebody in the dirt.
Coach Pry, when asked about Georgia Tech, he talked about the defense's physicality. When you look at this Georgia Tech defense on film, is that kind of what stands out to you?
Physicality, to be honest, I don't really go off that because I feel like the people they go against is not Virginia Tech O-line. Like I feel like we the most physical to keep it a stack with you. So I really don't be worried about how physical they are. I just worry about how we gonna come.
Anything else stand out to you about just the way they play? Anything you need to be prepared for Saturday?
No, not really. I feel like it's just another game, another week, another opportunity to be great.